Your brain feels tired not because you lack discipline, but because modern life overloads cognitive processing systems. Humans evolved for limited information environments, yet today we process thousands of stimuli every single day. Each stimulus demands attention, evaluation, and response even when you ignore it consciously. This hidden processing consumes mental energy continuously, without producing visible physical effort. The brain prioritizes survival signals, and modern information mimics urgency constantly. Notifications activate alert mechanisms originally designed for threat detection in dangerous environments. Persistent activation prevents the nervous system from entering deep recovery states. Recovery requires periods of low stimulation, which modern lifestyles rarely provide consistently. Without recovery, neural efficiency declines gradually over time. Declining efficiency increases perceived effort for simple tasks. Cognitive overload forces the brain to filter information aggressively. Filtering requires executive control, which consumes limited neural resources. Resource depletion reduces attention stability during tasks. Reduced stability increases mental strain during concentration. Concentration fatigue accumulates even without complex work. The brain begins conserving energy through motivational reduction. Reduced motivation protects against cognitive exhaustion. This protection is experienced psychologically as burnout. Burnout is often a biological response rather than emotional weakness. The brain adjusts behavior to preserve functional capacity. Decision-making contributes significantly to mental exhaustion. Even trivial choices require neural evaluation processes. Repeated evaluation drains executive control systems gradually. Decision fatigue reduces self-control and persistence. Reduced persistence increases avoidance of demanding tasks. Avoidance temporarily conserves energy, but reduces productivity. Reduced productivity increases psychological stress. Stress further consumes neural resources continuously. Resource consumption accelerates mental fatigue accumulation. This cycle repeats daily without awareness. Multitasking intensifies cognitive load dramatically. Switching attention requires neural reconfiguration repeatedly. Frequent switching reduces processing efficiency significantly. Reduced efficiency increases subjective effort perception. Perceived effort influences motivation negatively. Negative motivation reinforces avoidance patterns. Avoidance reduces opportunities for deep focus. Lack of deep focus prevents mental recovery. Recovery absence sustains exhaustion levels chronically. Chronic fatigue reshapes behavioral expectations. The brain begins anticipating effort as costly. Cost anticipation reduces willingness to engage challenges. Reduced engagement weakens attention endurance. Weak endurance increases vulnerability to distraction. Distraction introduces additional cognitive input streams. Additional input increases overload further. Overload strengthens fatigue perception continuously. Perception influences emotional response toward tasks. Negative emotional response reduces cognitive persistence. Reduced persistence reinforces energy conservation behavior. Energy conservation manifests as procrastination frequently. Procrastination is often a neurological protection mechanism. Protection prioritizes survival over productivity automatically. Automatic prioritization bypasses conscious intention. This disconnect creates frustration about personal discipline. Frustration adds emotional load to cognitive systems. Emotional load consumes additional neural resources. Resource depletion accelerates exhaustion experience. Exhaustion reduces clarity of thinking noticeably. Reduced clarity increases perceived difficulty of tasks. Increased difficulty perception amplifies mental resistance. Resistance reduces task initiation probability. Low initiation prevents achievement-based reward signals. Absence of reward reduces motivation reinforcement. Motivation decline supports further avoidance patterns. Avoidance maintains overload without resolution. Without resolution, recovery remains incomplete. Incomplete recovery sustains chronic mental fatigue. Chronic fatigue alters baseline energy expectations. Lower baseline normalizes constant tiredness perception. Normalized fatigue hides underlying cognitive overload causes. Hidden causes prevent behavioral adjustment naturally. Awareness is required to interrupt overload cycles. Reduced input frequency allows neural recovery gradually. Recovery restores processing efficiency over time. Improved efficiency reduces perceived effort intensity. Lower effort perception increases engagement willingness. Increased engagement restores motivational balance. Balanced motivation supports sustainable productivity. Sustainability protects long-term mental health. The brain thrives in structured information environments. Structure reduces filtering demand significantly. Reduced filtering preserves neural energy reserves. Preserved energy supports focus stability. Stable focus enhances cognitive performance naturally. Enhanced performance reinforces adaptive behaviors. Adaptive behaviors maintain manageable cognitive load. Manageable load prevents chronic exhaustion development. Prevention stabilizes mental energy baseline. Stable baseline supports consistent functioning. Mental exhaustion reflects adaptation to modern complexity. Adaptation is protective rather than defective. Understanding the mechanism reduces self-blame significantly. Reduced self-blame lowers emotional cognitive burden. Lower burden improves recovery efficiency. Efficient recovery restores mental clarity gradually. Clarity enables intentional behavior change. Intentional change reshapes cognitive environment. A healthier environment supports sustainable mental energy. If you want more insights revealing hidden brain mechanisms shaping daily behavior, follow our channel and keep exploring real psychology.